Hey, you guys, good morning. It is another Sunday morning, and you guys know what I do on Sundays. I cook. This is a pork roast that I had seasoned up the day before and put it in the fridge. I just wrapped it in some parchment paper and foil. So I'll be putting that in the oven. I wanted some cabbage with some smoked turkey, so I put this on to cook last night in this slow cooker. I like this little slow cooker. It's a multiple cooker from Drew Barrymore. So I cooked the turkey wings and boiled it all the way down. So I'm just going to take the meat off the bone because I don't want the bone or the skin in my cabbage. So I'm just going to take all the meat off the bone, and I'll be adding that back to my cabbage later. I did also season 2 whole chickens, and they're in the oven already. So that's all the meat that I took off of the turkey. And I'm gonna cut up my cabbage. It's a big cabbage. I bought 2 of them. I put one away for another day. But cut up my cabbage, and here I have 2 carrots that I peeled, and I'm just gonna cut them up into strips. I'm gonna cut them in half and then cut them into strips, and I'll be adding that to my carrots also. Okay. So here I am cutting them into strips, and yeah, that took a little time, but yeah, I really like them in strips so they don't cook out in the cabbage. And then I'm gonna cut up some green onions. I'm cutting them in big pieces, and I'll be adding those in with the cabbage also. And then here I'm cutting all my bell peppers up. I have orange bell pepper, I have my red bell pepper, and I also have some yellow bell peppers and some green bell peppers. I'm not cutting them small, I'm cutting them into small slices because I don't want them to cook out all the way in my cabbage. And here I am with my green ones, and I have some onions that I'm gonna cut up, and I'll be adding those in with the cabbage. This is gonna be some delicious cabbage this week. That's what I was craving, so that's what I'm cooking. I really like cabbage. It's very easy on my stomach. I'm having a hard time with meat. I don't know why, but I am having a hard time with meat. So I added some olive oil to the pot, and then I'm adding a tablespoon of butter also to the pot. And I'm gonna let that get hot. I don't know why I kept looking down in that pot like that, but okay. I'm gonna let it get hot, and then I'm just gonna start to add my vegetables. I'm gonna add the onions, all the onions, the yellow onions, the green onions, and then I'm putting and the carrots. I'm gonna add those first and saute those for a little bit. And I'm also putting the green because I'm gonna put that. Those I want to start to cook before I add in my bell peppers. My bell peppers I'm going to add towards the end because I don't want them to boil all the way out. So I will be adding those towards the end of cooking this cabbage. So I'm going to take y'all outside because I did want to put some Scotch bonnet in there, and I wanted some fresh Scotch bonnet. I didn't want the frozen ones. Here I am going outside to my little area that I have outside. I have ripe peppers to pick every morning, and I'm gonna go pick some fresh Scotch bonnet pepper. It's not a big garden area. When I lived in my other house, my garden took up my whole backyard. But these lizards up here, they're huge, and I'm scared. Hold on, y'all. I don't have a big garden, but it's enough. This is just a little area that hubby have for me. So I have some collard greens here, but they're having a hard time. I'm not having a hard time with bugs. I'm having a hard time with slugs, like snails. Oh my God, they're everywhere. So I've been spraying them with salt water, and that has, been keeping them under control. But every morning I go out, I have new slugs. I have slugs. I just keep spraying. Yeah. This baby here. Don't ask me. We even have a guy that comes to spray once a month. He sprays the whole yard, front and back once a month. But slugs, I mean, it does nothing for the slugs. I did not know that slugs could eat vegetables the way they eat. Literally anything green, they'll eat it. they killed my bell pepper plants. They tried to take over my sage, but I really I killed them. I killed all the ones that were climbing up. Now I have these little flies on my pepper plants. And I think I have some mead oil that I'm going to be using on that plant. So I got my fresh bell pepper, my fresh Scotch bonnet peppers, and they smell so good. Listen, if you're a Jamaican and you know how a good Scotch bonnet smells, there's nothing like it in the world. Love it, just love it. So I'm not gonna put a lot in it. I'm gonna put just a little bit in it, because I don't want it too hot. I want a little kick, but I don't want it too hot because that wouldn't be good. So here I'm gonna put in some black pepper in here, and then I'm gonna put in, that is some onion powder in there, and then of course I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder that I keep in that container. Need to replenish that, and then gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna show you guys what it's looking like soon. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and also add some fresh minced garlic. I like to mince my own garlic. Like I told you guys, there's nothing like it. That pre-minced stuff in the jar isn't it? And yes, that is some bacon grease. I don't know any good cook that don't have a little bit of bacon grease somewhere. If they don't have it, at least they try that bacon so that they can use it for the dish. So if you know, you know. Okay, bacon grease go good in cabbage. It just does. It works. Also in collard greens, it works. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys on over so you can see what is going on in my pot over here. And there you go. That is what it is looking like in that pot.
Okay, so yes, that's what it's looking like.
And it is ready for the cabbage. So
this is what it's looking like. We're going to put the cabbage in there now.
Add the cabbage in there. Look at those.
Let's put the cabbage in, okay?
So there I am adding the cabbage. And I'm going to put them in there and let them cook down for a while.
Right here. This is where all the flavor is. Right here. Now all I'm going to do is put the lid on. That's it. Alright y'all, so see it simmered all the way down. I didn't put no liquid in it. I never put liquid in my cabbage, never. I just put that little bit of, oh my God, that's so freaking good. So now we're gonna put the meat in, okay? And then I'm putting the bell peppers. Give you your colors. I don't even taste that piece of Scotch bonnet. You know, we could use a little piece. So now I'm gonna mix it in. Could use a little more Scotchy. So I don't taste it in here. So I'm gonna put another piece. See that? This is what I felt like eating. And so this is what I put. That looks really good, so I'm gonna let it cook down some, but I'm gonna put a little more chicken bouillon in it. Not too much. There you go. Just a little piece more of this Scotch bonnet. Mix it up, and then I'm gonna cover it up. It has a little bit of fluid at the bottom, and I kind of want that to be gone. Yeah, so this could actually use a little more black pepper. Yeah, just a little more black pepper, just a little more. we're gonna cover it. It's still on 400. Let me taste it. Oh my God, that's good.
That is so good. That's crazy.
Onion powder. And a little bit of Everglades. Remember, I ain't putting nothing with salt because I'm going off of what I cook the meat in. Okay. So this is me adding a little salt, trying to maintain the sweetness of the cabbage at the same time. Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, y'all. At the last minute, I decided, okay, I'm gonna make a little mac and cheese to go with this meal. So I cooked the macaroni noodles really al dente, and then I'm adding some Velveeta chunks to it, to the hot noodles, so that it will melt it. So that is what I am doing here. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Some heavy cream. It's not a lot. I have another container. So. We're not making a lot of macaroni and cheese, so there's heavy cream in my macaroni and cheese. So some sour cream. That was maybe a cup of sour cream. And I want no dry macaroni and cheese. Put some more. Now we're gonna start to add. This is white cheddar, Gruyere cheese. That's Gruyere cheese. Gruyere cheese and macaroni and cheese. So we're gonna put a little more. Oops, it's not open. A little more heavy cream. If I had carnation milk, I would put it, but I don't have any. I need to buy some because I'm gonna need it for the holiday. I'm gonna put another bag of Gruyere cheese. And then we're gonna put, this is a combination of sharp, mild, and white cheddar. That oops, oh Lord, I don't rip the bag. We shredded these ourselves. So I'm gonna put some of this in here. Okay. Shredded this ourselves and put it in the fridge. I think this might have some Kobe Jack also in it. It's a blend of cheese that's left over from Labor Day. creamy. I mean, it's creamy, but it can be creamier because you don't want no dry macaroni and cheese when it's cooked, okay? Don't be afraid to add some cheese. If you're not eating this thing all the time, then when you do it, make sure it's done right. We eat mac and cheese maybe at the most 4 times a year. That's it. The most 4 times. Alright, so this is ready for our pan. See, it's nice and creamy, and I do the noodles al dente because you be stirring it up. You don't want your noodle all mushy and stuff. Okay. And I cook it in cook the noodles in with chicken bouillon. If you've never tried it with chicken bouillon, try it. Cook your noodles. Put some chicken bouillon in the water. Okay. Okay. Get the pan. We're gonna put it in this pan and bake it in this. It's not a big Okay, now we're gonna top it. It's going in the oven. Let me give y'all a better shot. So that's what it's looking like. It's gonna go in the oven and bake until it's golden brown. Usually keep it in there for 35, 45 minutes. So yeah, that's what. Okay, y'all. I have some leftover, cornbread, and so I decided I'm just, instead of letting it go to waste, I'm gonna make some dressing, some cornbread dressing to go with dinner. But I'm gonna cut these up, these celery up. get the yellow onion because this is not enough onion. I want more onion. And we got the garlic here, so okay. Now I have some leftover cornbread. This is olive oil, and I'm making some cornbread dressing. Okay, so this butter is at room temperature. So I'm putting 1 stick of butter. Okay. 1 whole stick of butter. Putting our ready. Got our onion, our green onion, and our yellow onion. Got our bell peppers. So we got a lot of celery. Okay. I know it looks like a lot of butter, but we have a lot of vegetables here. So we put all that veg. We need to hold up. We're gonna put some garlic in here now. Okay. So we're gonna let this saute for a little bit, and I'll say that's about a tablespoon and a half of garlic. Okay, be careful with this stuff. I always say it's salty, okay? That's an edible. A little piece of accent. You don't have to use that MSG. We got some onion powder. We got some garlic powder. Got some black pepper, salt, bouillon. Okay. Okay. I like to season my base well. That way when I put it over in that cornbread, and I know when it blends with it, it's going to be good. Right, this could use a little more black pepper. So we're going to put a little bit more black pepper in here. A little more black pepper. And we're going to put some, okay, let's turn this down some rub sage. This came from my garden. I dehydrated it myself. Put a little bit of that. Poultry seasoning. It's in the pan too. I'm going to get it. But I'm going to put that directly in. Okay, so this is going to get turned off. Okay. So this is turned off. Alright, this is ready to go in the this is done. Move it to the side. Okay. I'm not using gloves. I'm cooking for my family, not your own. So, put our cornbread. Mashing it up. Pour all this goodness over here in there. Okay. Alright. You want to mix this up carefully without wasting the stuff. Okay. Looks good. See that? Now this don't need no more butter, no more oil, nothing. It has enough. Okay? See that right there? Okay, now we're gonna add some liquid. We're gonna add the egg last because we're gonna be adding more rub sage and tasting it. So I'm gonna add more sage. Homemade stock, so I'm using this one. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of heavy cream because I don't have no carnation milk. A can of cream of chicken with herbs. So we're gonna add a can of that. So I'm putting a little bit of heavy cream because remember I said I don't have no carnation milk. So just a little bit of that. You don't need a lot of it. It just helps to make it creamier. Now it's real wet. That's what you want, wet. You don't want no dry ass dressing. Shoot. I usually have it wetter than this, but so I'm gonna put a little bit of that cream of chicken in there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put a little more sage because I just tasted it and it needs more sage, okay? And then the last thing we're gonna do is add the egg and put it in the oven. Listen, when I tell y'all, All right. So this shouldn't need no more sage. Now we're gonna get the egg in it and put it in the oven. There's two eggs, okay? Because they weren't big, so yeah. We put 2 instead of 1.
All right, y'all. At this point, you want to put it in the oven and you want to take it out every 30 minutes and scrape the edges down. Every 30 minutes. And then the last 30 minutes, you just let it bake. So you're going to bake it on 400. And take it out every 30 minutes and scrape the edge down. You're going to bake it for about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. This mac and cheese came out. I forgot it in the oven, honestly. Yeah, but it was good. It was still good. And then the chicken, I like my chicken dark. I don't like my chicken with no kind of color. Yeah. So The chicken were good. They were huge. They were 2 huge chicken. They came out really, really good, and that's what they were looking like. I roast them in the oven. And then when all was said and done, this is what my cornbread dressing looked like. Really good, really flavorful. Look at this thing. Okay, this thing was moist on the inside. Nice little crisp outside. And then this was hubby's plate. Yep, this was hubby's plate. And he tore it up. Everything was juicy. Nothing was dry. I didn't need any gravy, but it was good. This is what it looked like when the girls started digging in it. Look at that. And that right there is some pork. I roast a piece of pork. This was the dressing. That's the pork right here. The chicken. And the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese was mac and cheese. And y'all, try Gruyere cheese in y'all mac and cheese. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys. Bye.